Hello you guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Tonight we are going to do a little bit of a rambling on this used and OOP deck, Tarot of Transition. I picked it up on eBay. I'm trying to get away from unboxings, but I feel like this is more for educational purposes because it is an OOP deck. It's not like I'm doing any publishers a favor or anything, but if you were to come across something like this, or if you're like me and you like to collect different Egyptian themed decks, you might want to add this to your collection. And also just because the seller that I bought it from on eBay, she was just so amazing. I wasn't planning on doing this, so I'd already unboxed it, but she had it wrapped so beautifully, and then she had included this sachet of lavender, and I grow lavender, so I don't know what strain she's using or what she did, but it is the absolute most fragrant, delicious. It's actually filling, this little sachet is filling my whole office up with the most delicious aroma. And then also another little sachet bag of white sage, which so good, so good. I just really appreciate just something so simple. Of course, I made sure to leave her feedback, but I had a subscriber comment on my Egyptian or tour of my Egyptian decks video, and she had mentioned a couple decks that I might not have, and this was one of them. And I did a short the other day of another one that I did pick up as well, that is called the Tarot de... I'm trying to find the box, but I don't know where the box is. It's called the Tarot de Egipcios. It's a Spanish deck, or actually I think it's from Argentina. And this is that. I'm not going to be doing a walkthrough of that yet because it's a completely separate system. These are the major arcana, but the minor arcana don't follow the normal suits of pentacle, wands, cups, swords. It's just its own thing, and they each have a keyword. So I've been typing them in individually through Google Translate, and trying to find any information. Oh, here it is. I'm trying to find any information that I can about this deck, Tarot Egipcios, because the whole guidebook's in Spanish, and maybe it's the universe being funny because I plan to move to Mexico, so this might be the universe's way of being like, oh, you're going to learn Spanish today. So here it is. This one's still available, but again, it's in Spanish. There is no English version. And I think it's a pretty popular system, but it's completely its own thing. So it's got the 22 major arcana, although the Fool is a number 22 and not a 0. And I find that as a common theme in Egyptian decks. But then once you get into the minors, it just continues through the numbers. So it goes 22, 23, 24, 25, all the way up to 78. And you can see they each have their own code, their own keyword. So I've been Google translating. So this is Renaissance. It does give a planetary association, and then it goes by numerology. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it repeats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there is also a Hebrew letter. So I'll just do a quick flip through of this real quick. The Farmer, Magnificence, Unrest, Affinity, Rebellion, Speculation, Disorientation, Impediments, Feeling, Versatility, Retraining, Friendship, the Dispenser. There's the Magician. So, okay, here are the major arcana. I guess the ones I was showing you, these are the ones I still need to look up and put the keyword. So anyway, I'll do a separate video on this once I have this system figured out. But thank you to my new friend. And also, by the way, she happens to live in my same county. She lives probably 10 minutes away from me. So anyways, I jumped on eBay and I was able to find a used copy of this deck. So it's OOP. It came out in 1984. I think by US Games, but we're going to find out. It is a pip deck. But the seller on eBay did a great job of just taping up the box and just making it, as brand new fresh as she could. Still has the guidebook intact. So, the Tarot of Transition. Yeah, copyright 1983 by Carta Mundi, printed in Belgium. So I like, oh yeah, yes, up here, US Games Systems Inc. I'm not sure what year it went out of print. Luckily, it is in English. So I just barely got it today. But look at the backs of the cards, the beautiful scarabs. And so it starts, oops, I put it in order, but I did it. There we go. Okay, so it starts with number 1 is the Magus, and then it gives you the Egyptian god, so this is Bess. High Priestess is Samarith. The Empress is Isis. I love the size of them, and they're just rounded edges, and they're perfection. In fact, I have an RWS deck that I modified that reminds me of the same size and shape. Here's an RWS deck that I did a mod on that ends up being about the same. And it just fits so good, and it just feels so comfortable in your hands. So the Emperor is Osiris. The Hierophant is Yomtef. My patron goddess, Hathor, which is the lovers. I work with Hathor and Sekhmet, which are two sides of the same coin. Hathor being the nurturer and the mother and the healer, and then Sekhmet being the sacred rage. And, you know, if you have somebody that's been on the fuck around and find out scale, you send Sekhmet for them. But Hathor and Sekhmet are two sides of the same goddess. So Hathor. The Chariot is Neshmet. In this system, and many of the Egyptian systems, they do, like in the Thoth system, they do have the Justice card as number 8, Thoth or Tahuti. And then for number 11, they will have the Desire or Lust card. I can't remember which one it says here. So we have Thoth. Ma'at as the Hermit. Shai as the Wheel of Fortune. Ptah is Strength, so is Strength number 11. The Upset, the Hanged Man. Death. I'm surprised this isn't Anubis. It just gives an A, but it doesn't show Anubis. Mut is Temperance. Amet is the Devil. Apep is the Lightning, so this would be the Tower, right? Nut is the Star, of course. Love that. Khonsu is the Moon. Aten is the Sun. There we go. Anubis is Judgment. Geb. So Nut goes as the stars, and then Geb is the Earth, so the universe. Hutepa is the Fool, so 22. See how there's no 0, there's a 22. And then it's a pip deck. So we've got the staves. So the one of Ace of Wands, essentially. 1 of Dead, 1 of Staves. 2 of Dead, 2 of Staves. So I'm not usually a fan of pip decks, but I had to have this in my collection. And we have the Page of Staves, which is Ushabti of Dead. Charioteer of Dead. Queen of Dead, Pharaoh of Dead. Then the swords we have is the Ankh. So the 1 of Ankh, or the 1 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 2 of Ankh, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ushabti of Ankh, Charioteer of Ankh, Queen of Ankh, Pharaoh of Ankh. Then for the cups, we have Heset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ushabti of Heset, Charioteer, Queen, Pharaoh. 1 of Kephra for Pentacles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ushabti of Kephra, Chair of Kefra, Queen of Kefra, Pharaoh of Kefra. So yeah, that's my little quick and you know, if you are a collector of Egyptian decks, you will want to add this. I got an amazing price on this. I mean, I really don't know because it's not, a lot of times when I buy an OP deck, I've been looking for a long time, so I have a pretty good idea of its value. I only paid $33 for this, so I'm pretty sure you're not going to get a better deal than that. And then when I got it today, because I forgot what I paid for it, but I knew that I didn't pay very much, I looked for it on eBay. I didn't find any more on eBay. I found a couple on Etsy, but they were like double the price. But still, I feel like even for $50, I mean, this one's in literally perfect condition. So I am excited to read through this guidebook. And yeah, I mostly just wanted to share that for any other collectors out there. So I hope you have a good weekend. Please like this if you haven't already, and subscribe if you would like to see more of my content. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.